This portion of Lee Pitts Live is brought to you by Hodges University, educating the leaders of our community for over 20 years.
Good morning, Southwest Florida. We're glad you put us on your list of things to do and tuned in to the award-winning Lee Pitts Live. We have an outstanding show in store for you. It's August 25th. The children are headed back to school, and this show is going to be all about the children. And when you talk about the children in the state of Florida, one of the great organizations that is involved with getting children adopted is One Church, One Child of Florida. This show is a special on One Church, One Child of Florida in partnership with the Children's Network of Southwest Florida, Lee Pitts Live, Mount Hermon Church, and many of the other organizations that showed up to the prayer breakfast that took place at Mount Hermon. We got some interviews from that prayer breakfast, and we're going to be showing more interviews in future shows, but this is the kickoff of One Church, One Child on Lee Pitts Live.
Nadare Salim, what's the official title of this, and tell the TV audience what we're experiencing here this morning.
Well, this is an exciting event. This is a call to action for our community to come in and help us recruit foster and adoptive parents for our children that are waiting for forever families.
This seemed like maybe it had happened before in Southwest Florida, but it appears to me that this is the first time I've ever attended anything of this magnitude, a prayer breakfast at a church, bringing out the entire community. Tell us about the genesis of this. How did the idea come about and those types of things?
Well, you know, One Church, One Child is a long-standing organization that helps communities and families and children in need. This is indeed our first prayer breakfast. We're so excited to have so many stakeholders, community leaders from the faith community coming out to help us help our children. I think a lot of excellent outcomes will come from today's meeting and getting everyone together to recognize what a phenomenal need we have in our community.
I know when I communicated with the public, I told them this was going to be the event of the year, and if you want to connect with people who are involved with children's services, this is the place to be. Was I doing misinformation, or was that correct, the way to market this?
That was absolutely correct. If you have a heart for children, if you want to help, this is the place to be. This is the place, roll up your sleeves. We've called for action, and people of faith, people that care and have compassion for kids need to be here and get involved.
Tell us the role that the Children's Network of Southwest Florida plays in all of this in the big picture.
Well, basically, Children's Network is a local not-for-profit community-based care agency. We're responsible for care of all of foster children, children that have been abused or neglected. So we're the umbrella agency responsible for these children, and we need the community to help us achieve the best outcomes we can for them.
That's a very good point that you make. You need people to help, volunteer, support, become foster parents, adopt children. When you look at the critical issue now, particularly here in the state of Florida, Southwest Florida, what are some critical areas that you need assistance in?
Well, we need folks to come and foster, adopt. We need mentors, tutors, people that are willing to spend time with children and show them a positive role model. So any kind of caring, caregiving, compassionate person, you know, has a place in our system.
One final question before we go. If people want to get more information on what's going on here or at the Children's Network of Southwest Florida, what's a website or a place they can go for more information?
You can go to the Children's Network website, cnswfl.org. You can call our office at 239-226-1524, and we're happy to engage with you and get your assistance.
That's Nadare Salim, the CEO of the Children's Network of Southwest Florida, joining us here on the red carpet at the One Church, One Child prayer breakfast here in Southwest Florida.
That was an outstanding breakfast that morning, and I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to be the master ceremony. We're going to move through a lot more interviews throughout this show. If you're just joining us, get on the phone, call somebody, text somebody, email somebody, Facebook somebody, whatever. Do something to somebody, tell them to tune in to Lee Pitts Live, because One Church, One Child prayer breakfast is actually on the air. We'll be right back.
One Church, One Child prayer breakfast that's taking place here at Mount Hermon Church, and I'm here with Reverend Beverly Lane. She's the president of One Church, One Child of Florida. Reverend Lane, that sounds like a lot of responsibility, the whole state of Florida. What do you like most about your job?
Getting children placed in with families in the state of Florida.
What do you think about an initiative like this morning here we're having in Southwest Florida to bring everybody together in the church to discuss some of the issues and get people involved in what you all are trying to accomplish? Is this a good thing?
It's a very good thing, and I thank God for it, and I thank you and all of the people here in Fort Myers who's working so hard to make this program a great success. Our children are our main priorities. We love our children.
When we talk about One Church, One Child and what your initiative is, what would you say is the primary initiative or objective of One Church, One Child?
To find churches to help us in finding families for our children.
What do you hope to accomplish here this morning at this prayer breakfast where you're bringing out a lot of community leaders and people involved in children's services?
I have prayed and I am sincere when I say to you that we need you, the community, we need you, the churches, we need you to help us in this initiative. And this is our hope, this is our final decision that we will succeed.
Reverend Lane, it's been a pleasure having you here on the show, and we're looking forward to hearing more from you during the program today.
Thank you so very much for having me.
We'll be right back. Outstanding. See?
And we're back Southwest Florida. That was One Church, One Child again. It's taking place at Mount Hermon Church right there on Martin Luther King Boulevard in Fort Myers.
Welcome back to Lee Pitts Live. We're here on the red carpet again, or should we call it the black carpet? We're on the black carpet here at the Mount Hermon Church under the leadership of Apostle Glover, where we're having a One Church, One Child prayer breakfast here, and I get a chance now to talk to the executive director of One Church, One Child of Florida, Dr. Aries Seller. Dr. Seller, welcome to Lee Pitts Live.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here this morning.
It's an honor to talk to somebody with such a great responsibility like yourself for the entire state of Florida. Just in general, what are you seeing in terms of the One Church, One Child movement in the state of Florida? Are we getting a lot of action, or we need to pick up our feet and get rolling, as Dr. King would say?
I think we're seeing action, but we'd like to see more action, a lot more involvement of the faith community with the churches, with the clergy, and members of the community coming forward and being a part of this exciting time to do something great for children.
What is one of the key things you would say as executive director to get more action, to get the word out, education, or just for people to understand the pressing need?
I think for people to understand the pressing need and to also educate people on the process and how simple it is to get involved.
Why do you think it's very important to tap into the churches in terms of what you're trying to do in terms of making opportunities and getting kids in foster care and adopted and things of that nature?
Well, the church's role is to make a difference in the lives of people, and it's the perfect setting, to look for folks who are willing to make a difference in the lives of children and who will commit, to the task at hand of working with children and understanding them as human beings and being patient with them, and supporting and encouragement and all of the things that churches do.
One of the things I noticed in reading some of the literature about One Church, One Child is that it's pretty clear that your primary objective is minority kids, particularly African American kids. Why is that particular category so crucial?
It's a priority because of disparity and disproportionality and overrepresentation of minority children in the system. So we have a major focus on minority children, but we are inclusive of all children.
Well, Dr. Seller, I'm certainly looking forward to hearing you today at the program, and we appreciate all the things that you're doing, and welcome to Fort Myers.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
We'll be right back. We're here at the prayer breakfast again at Mount Hermon Ministries with under the leadership of Pastor Apostle Glover, and I get a chance now to talk to an icon who is here, and we know when we see Dr. Chapman, it's all about the children. Dr. Chapman, what do you hope to get from today's prayer breakfast?
Well, actually, I am just coming with an open mind, and I'm going to listen and observe and see exactly the direction that this is trying to go. So I really have not formed any kind of opinion, or I have not decided, any preconceived notion. I'm going to get what I get from today.
Now, you're a legend in terms of your work with inner city kids in particular, and One Church, One Child, of course, have the big initiative on getting foster parents and adopted parents. Just in your general work with kids, how important you think it is that we have people who embrace these kids like what this initiative does?
It's very important. It's very vital. That's a large part of what the problem is in this community and I'm sure other communities. So it's really a must that we end up embracing and getting these children into homes with caring, nurturing parents. That's real important.
Let me take that a little farther. When children, you being a renowned educator, when children have a good household, good nurturing environment, good parents or foster parents or whoever is looking out for them, how does that translate into their academic performance?
Well, they start out with a plus. It's a positive for children when they know that they have somebody that cares. And then as you're working with them in the educational arena, then you have parents that are supportive. And that's a huge missing link in our community.
One of the things we really need is we need more African Americans and other minorities to step up to the plate, adopt kids, be foster parents and mentors for children. This is an initiative that lends add credence to that with the churches being involved. How important do you think it is, or how crucial you think it is that a church can make a difference in the community?
It's very crucial. It's very crucial because if you can get the right principles instilled in children, it's going to help build positive character, and it's just going to be the right direction to go. So that part, I'm really anticipating that this is going to be a very big success. At least I'm hoping it will.
Okay, that was Dr. Chapman. Dr. Chapman, it's been a pleasure having you here on Lee Pitts Live, an icon in our community.
Thank you, Mr. Pitts.
We'll be right back.
I told my mother, I said, maybe he won't come this way.
No. You want to get involved with One Church, One Child. You want to go to their website, onechurchonechild.org. It's right there on the screen. And find out some of the things that they're doing. They're working hard to get these children adopted. The adoption system is where we have a lot of quality kids who need parents, foster parents, the whole nine. And we need the churches to be involved. We need the church to adopt the kid, get them into a family, be involved in the adoption process. I'm so proud of what happened at that breakfast. All the churches turned out, some of the big pastors, some of the bigger churches are involved with this. Apostle Glover, the Quality Life Center, Abdul-Haq Muhammad there, the pastor over there at Mount Olive AME. All those people showed up to that event. Let's go to some more interviews at One Church, One Child prayer breakfast at Mount Hermon Church. We're here with George Johnson, an educator at Riverdale High School, and he's attending a One Church, One Child prayer breakfast this morning, which is linking partnerships for children in the Circuit 20. I'm here. Tell me, what do you hope today you would get out of the program?
Well, I really hope that, the word gets around, that everybody notices how important it is to adopt. And, it's important to have a heart and a family. We also have the Heart set up here, the Heart Gallery, and Melissa Bonner set this one up. And it's a beautiful church. It's an excellent, place to have your activities. And I advise anybody who wants to have their activities to come on over here and enjoy.
As an educator, how important is it that the children who attend school in their formative years have a good home environment to help them in terms of their education process?
Well, first of all, psychologically, it's extremely important. I mean, you cannot have a healthy mind if you don't have that kind of support in the family. I mean, think of yourself as not knowing a place to go. You don't even have that yellow brick road to follow. And think about it. It's important. It's extremely, it would be annihilating, for a student to come in and not have that kind of support from a teacher, for example. I mean, that would be self-destructive, very depressing for a student to go into that kind of environment. So please, show up, adopt, get involved, go to the Children's Network, find out what's going on. talk to DCF and get involved in adopting a child. It's extremely important, I'm telling you. It's the yellow brick road, it's the future, and if you want crime to stop in the area, if you want things to go right for you, then, you know, go towards that path and adopt.
Well, sir, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, and you share some very important information to our viewing audience.
It's a pleasure working with you too, Lee. I mean, it's interesting to see you every day on TV. And you, Eric, excellent character. I wish there was more of you. Maybe more of you on other stations as well.
Okay. I didn't say it, folk. He said it. We'll be right back on Lee Pitts Live. Good job, man.
Hey.
Welcome back to Lee Pitts Live. Of course, I'm Lee Pitts. And for those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those who are doing it. We're here with Yama Williams. She's on the advisory board, local advisory board for One Church, One Child. And we're so delighted to get her here with the natural fro. Love that hairstyle.
Oh, well, thank you, thank you. Natural is the way.
We need more sisters going natural. We'll get more natural on the TV show. Tell me about your role and the things your organization on the advisory board are trying to get accomplished here in the state with One Church, One Child.
Well, just like Ari Saylor and Reverend Williams, I help recruit families. We are pushing out the Watch Care programs, recruiting pastors, trying to get them involved, trying to get them to support our children and care, trying to find forever loving families for our children and care before they grow out of the system. So that's what we do in the advisory.
Okay. How are we doing in the state of Florida? Good, bad, or nothing? Good, bad, or great?
You know, the way that I see this is that you always can make improvements. So we strive not to be good, but we strive to be fantastic. So we are striving to forever find forever families.
An event like this morning that has a magnificent turnout here at Mount Hermon Ministries under the leadership of Pastor Apostle Glover. Plug in your Apostle Glover. An event like this, what does an event like this do in terms of helping you guys in your movement?
Well, we bring people together. We bring those that are providing care, those that would love to care for our children, and for everyone to come together in one place under one roof, and we bring everybody together so that we can partner and get the word out and provide the care.
People who are out there now in television land who are watching this and didn't come to this event, I'm sure there may be some in the future, but tell them what they're going to miss today.
They're going to miss some great things. We're going to miss some talking, some partnerships. They will be able, if they miss it today, it's not too late. They can always go to our website and pull up all the information. It's One Church, One Child of Florida. They can always do that. We have an 800 number, so they won't miss it, but they can catch us on the rebound. They can catch us on the next go-round.
Final question. If you're just an average person at home and you want to be involved, you're not fancy, you don't have a lot of money, you don't have this, you don't have that, is there a way you can be involved and how?
Yes. The only thing that you need to foster or to adopt is the love in your heart to do it. We will help you do anything else you need. So don't think that you need a lot of money. Don't think you need a big house. Don't think you need any of those things. The only thing you need is love in your heart for children. So, yes, they can always get involved, and we can help them. One Church, One Child of Florida. You
heard it right here from Mrs. Williams, right here on Lee Pitts Live. We're going to go to a break, and we come back, and we'll have some more distinguished guests right here on the black carpet at Mount Hermon Church. We'll be right back. Reverend Al, you guys may have seen him on the show about a month ago. Yes, he's still out dressing me, dapper as ever, and he's the deputy director. Right, I got that down packed, deputy director. That means he got a lot of responsibility, and he doesn't get a lot of money. That's what deputy director.
Right. That's absolutely right.
But in seriousness, Reverend, you see people filing in for the breakfast this morning. I understand we're going to have a real good black folk breakfast with some grits and sausages and stuff. So that's one of the main reasons I'm here. How does it inspire you to see all these people showing up?
Well, as we go across the state, it really shows that the love and support in our community here, and we care about our kids, and it takes everybody to come together. And also with your support, makes it happen.
All right, we appreciate that. And of course, Leap Is Live is a partner here in today's event where we have a prayer breakfast that's going to take place. Tell our viewing audience what's going to take place here today, and basically what they're going to miss if they weren't here today.
Well, I'll tell you what you're really going to miss is an opportunity to see all the providers here in the Fort Myers and across the state here that were coming together to show the community that we need support from everybody, from the business, the faith, and just community people, and just regular everyday people who care about our kids. This is the place to be.
Reverend Al, your face is a face that people in Southwest Florida need to start getting used to, because you're going to be down here with your boots on the ground.
Yes, sir.
You're not just going to be up in Tallahassee sending out emails. We're going to see you moving around, right?
Absolutely. I will be back here at Mount Hermon and to other churches who will allow me to come. Just give me a call and I'll be there.
Okay, if you want to get in touch with Reverend Al, just hit us up at on leapislive.com. Go to our website. We'll connect you direct to Reverend Al Williams. I have his cell phone number and his email address. I'm moving up in life when I can have this guy on my speed dial.
Hey, I appreciate it, and hey, as long as I keep up with you, I'm doing all right.
By the way, that was his wife with that natural fro that I gave that compliment to. We'll be right back.
All right. Thank you, sir. You rolling.
This is going to be big.
Well, when we say we'll be right back, I know you're looking at your clock at home and saying, Leap Is Live is about to go off the air. It's almost 9 o'clock. We will be back. That was part 1 of the One Church, One Child Prayer Breakfast. Some more dynamic interviews are going to be coming in the future, so stay tuned to Leap Is Live to see part 2 of the One Church, One Child Prayer Breakfast here that was put on in conjunction with Children's Network of Southwest Florida, Leap Is Live, and all the other organizations that came out to that wonderful event. It was standing room only, and we're going to try to get some children adopted here in Southwest Florida. We're also going to work closely with One Church, One Child in the future, and hopefully get more information out on an ongoing basis, not just one breakfast, but all the time. Remember that name, One Church, One Child. You heard it here on Leap Is Live. We'll see you next week.